Dr. Barnardos Nautical School, the Bishop of Barking, dedicates the new chapel.
Reverend Father in God, we pray you to dedicate this church.
I am ready to proceed to the dedication.
An important shore duty falls to Captain Peel, the newly appointed Commodore of the Cunard White Star Fleet, when he gives away his daughter Mary Grace at her wedding to Dr. George Turner of Holyhead. And the bride says a charming thank you before passing with her husband through the lanes of villagers. To Dr. and Mrs. Turner, all happiness. A crowd of about 5,000, many of them wrapped in thought as well as a rug, and with a gallery of boys left out in the cold, see the start of the women's international hockey season when England meets South Africa. England jumps right out in front, breaks through South Africa's defence and scores a goal in the first minute. After that, there's no holding the English forwards, and further goals are scored at regular intervals. They certainly haven't time to get cold feet like some of the spectators. The result is a lucky 13 for England to South Africa's 1. Well done, ladies. It seems a bit early to start talking about the boat race, but both universities are already so far ahead with their training that they're holding the Trial 8 races to decide the crew that shall go ahead in earnest next term. This is Oxford, and this year Oxford are taking their training very, very seriously. There are 2 crews in the race, A crew stroked by D.M. de Windsor and B crew by A.R. Hodgson, and B crew wins by 1 1/4 lengths. At Cambridge, the struggle is between T.B. Langton's crew and that stroked by R.J.L. Parfitt. And in the end, Parfitt's men win by 5 lengths. Germany is beginning to worry about the safety of cyclists, but that's nothing new. We've been worrying about that for years. A Nazi order decides that they must all have a spot of safety treatment. What's your business? I'm a mudguard painter. How's business? Oh, pretty muddy. They all have to do it, and it's all done free. Now knock 'em down and see what you get. Italy launches 2 new submarines, so the crowds cheer and the bands play. Boys of the training ship Warspite are showing the world what makes old England what she is today. They're making that Christmas pudding go round and around and come out, but why bring that up? Now what about a taster? That's an old young manish custom, and it looks as if the silent service is satisfied. So here's to the great blowout. The Spanish government has been forced to flee from Madrid to Valencia. That, on the 114th day of the terrible civil war, was the news from Spain. And pouring into Valencia too come Madrid's children, speeding from the continuous danger of bombardment that hangs over the capital. The army of smiling General Franco, consisting of tough foreign legionnaires, non-Spanish Moors and Spanish regulars, is now said to have advanced into Madrid's suburbs. But the Manzanares River, like a gigantic trench, still cuts him off from the main city. Meanwhile, Barcelona becomes the storm centre, as General Franco's threat to bombard the city leads our government to take steps to ensure the safety of British citizens. That safety will now be provided by the formation of a neutral zone south of the harbour.